Oh, Asmongold, the king of nerds and the successful businessman whom I sincerely admire. I have never been an ultra fan of Asmon and have never been writing anything in his stream chat, but I have been watching his content for more than 7 years now. I am fascinated by what this dude has achieved. He literally started from his mom's house attic and now owns numerous successful businesses and, well, still lives in the attic. I genuinely think that this guy had a positive impact on my life and my hobby of content creation, and that is why I decided to film this video to share my amazement and respect for Asmongold. I started watching Asmongold back in 2017, well, because I played and loved World of Warcraft. I was watching lots of dudes who filmed videos about WoW, and most of them had better editing, scripts, video quality and sound than Asmon, yet not one of them was as entertaining as Asmongold. It looked like he wasn't even trying that hard, he was just turning on the stream, sitting in his messy room and doing what he knows best, playing WoW. He didn't care about how he looked like, he wasn't showering for weeks and months, and it seemed like he never had any particular script or ideas for his videos or stream, yet he was a real master of World of Warcraft. He knew everything about the game and most importantly, he loved the game. I always was fascinated by how he remembered where every part of the armor set was coming from when rating transmogs in the competitions he was running, and how he knew literally everything about every aspect of the game. Besides that, I was actually shocked by the look of his room. One of the first Asmongold's videos I watched was a lair video, which is quite amazing, as you might know. Pretty much every influencer nowadays is trying to show you how rich and cool he or she is. Asmon is not one of them. Despite becoming popular and making his big bucks, he is still sitting in the same room, drinking Dr. Pepper in a white short from Costco or Walmart. No brands, no fancy cars, nothing like that. And I truly think that this is amazing. However, for some time now I was wondering whether this is just an image he's creating for people to believe in, or is it his real life, and I actually want to believe that this is real. Asmongold's first YouTube videos date back to 2008. The very first video is called The Rat, where Asmon is, well, catching the rat. The other old school videos depict Asmon with close friends having fun and of course World of Warcraft videos. However, how did he go from there to becoming one of the most popular streamers in the entire world? The dude was a real hardcore fan of World of Warcraft and one of the first to make guides, so his YouTube videos about WoW started to become popular. However, I think that his success wasn't only due to his professionalism in the game, but also due to him having a talent for storytelling. He is a very talented speaker, he can talk about the games for hours and be of interest to people who have never even played this particular game. This is proved by millions of views on his video series called The True Story of Asmongold. Under these videos you can read lots of comments of people saying that they loved the video, yet have never played World of Warcraft themselves. That is exactly the thing which brought success to his streams. He was playing WoW, but talking about everything: politics, real life, difficulties people face, jokes and internet drama. So despite being a World of Warcraft streamer, he always has been talking about something else too, thus turning his stream into a talk show with him being the one and only host. When watching his streams and videos, I started to notice that he is never silent, so he's literally commenting on every action he is performing in the game, and he is doing it constantly, like every second. He is never silent. It doesn't look like a big deal when you are just watching the streams or videos. However, I as a content creator know how hard it could be. Despite that, the dude is doing it for hours and hours without stopping. And I would say that there are not many streamers that are on the same level as him, so this thing most certainly makes him successful. Despite living in the attic and sometimes looking like a homeless man, Asmongold's life is what lots of people envy. Most of Asmongold's viewers are grown-up men in their 20s and 30s, and most of them have responsibilities, families, full-time jobs and credits to pay for. Despite most people preferring to have a mortgage, a nice house and a car, all of them remember their childhood, the time when they didn't have to worry about going to work or having any responsibilities, the time when the most important thing they had in their life was World of Warcraft raid bosses and mounts to farm. So now people live viciously through Asmongold as they wish they could sit around and play WoW all day and get paid for it. That is the way for people to escape their formal, serious and responsible lives. They look at a dude who is just playing games, eating junk food and having fun, similarly to what they they did when they were young and happy. Despite becoming popular because of World of Warcraft, Asmongold went away from it. He learned how to farm views with reaction content, so he is reacting to everything. I remember the time when the legal dispute between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was the thing. Man, Asmongold farmed this drama with numerous videos commenting on this thing. And it's the same for every other drama on the internet. He is there to film it and react to it. He's making 30 minutes long videos by reacting to 5-minute original videos. By doing it, he is not only helping himself making money from YouTube ads, but is also supporting some small content creators by watching their content and thus promoting it. I think that there are several reasons why people like watching Asmongold reactions to other people's videos. The first one is very obvious. People like to feel as if they are watching this content with a friend who is there to share a thought or two about the content. However, another thing which I find very interesting about Asmongold's reaction videos is that he is very rational, and that is why a lot of men like him. On the one hand, he doesn't behave like Andrew Tate. On the other, he is not a woke feminist and is not supporting ultra-left people. He is reasonable and doesn't go to the extremes, thus very appealing to the men from 20 to 30 years of age. Finally, he understands this group of men. He is telling things that we all like and agree on. He understands the struggle of life. He is not delusional and is not telling people that they should live like he is living. He understands that most of his viewers have a 9 to 5 and a family to feed. So he is talking about very relatable things such as high prices in the McDonald's and Wendy's and how the gas is expensive. He is humble man, talking about humble things that are important to most of his viewers, and that is why they love him so much, sometimes without even realizing it. Despite being humble and having an image of a nerd, Asmongold seems to be a very talented and successful businessman. I didn't conduct a thorough research, so I will talk only about the businesses of Asmongold I naturally know about from watching his content. First and foremost, he is a co-founder and co-owner of the streaming, gaming and content creation organization One True King, referred to as OTK. That is pretty much an organization that has been described by its members as media production company and lifestyle brand. Asmongold, together with his friends and other fellow content creators from OTK, are also selling their merchandise. Besides that, Asmongold owns a computer assembly business called Starch4 Systems. There you can buy a PC designed for your specific needs and have it delivered to your home, as far as I understand, to pretty much any place on the planet. The most interesting thing is that the business seems to be very successful and its marketing is just on another level, since it's successfully advertised by Asmongold and other streamers, so the PR group is pretty strong there. Moreover, Asmongold owns a game development company called Mad Mushroom. They are working with indie game developers to make their games bigger by assisting them, providing feedback during development, leveraging advertising it, as well as building social media presence. Last but not least is the Steak and Egg podcast, which I have been listening to from the very first episode. Asmongold and two fellows from OTK are publishing a weekly podcast which is getting on average 150,000 views per episode, which is pretty impressive considering the fact that guys mostly talk about video games, anime and internet drama, which in reality is a pretty narrow segment. To conclude all of that, Asmongold has numerous successful YouTube channels which post about 8 videos every day, a Twitch channel and org, a computer assembly business, game dev company and the podcast, and all of that has been achieved literally from the attic of the house. If that is not impressive, I don't know what is. Remember, the guy has never finished university, but he's clearly a great businessman who knows how to develop and grow teams, delegate work and build companies one after the other. The main thing I want to say with this video is that this guy is a genius in one way or another, and actually is a great example for all of the young men out there. He proves that you shouldn't be fancy and rich looking in order to be wholesome and popular. He is an example of the person who was just doing something he loved and became successful. I bet most of us want to do something similar with our lives, so we have a lot to learn from the true king of nerds, the Asmongold.